How spoopy of me, right? Field of view 90. Yeah, just turn the music down so it's not overpowering. It sure as hell isn't my apartment. Yeah, this is this opening is different than from the demo, or at least starting in your chair. Well, that's screen tearing though. Hold on. There's no vertical sync, so I guess we'll have to deal with it. It might just be me, but this feels even smoother than the demo, but I guess that shouldn't be surprising. Pretty depressing. We're just doing it to piss off whoever brought us here. Now they have to reset all of these filing cabinets. Alright, I remember this having a lot of readings, so here we go. I'm not reading all those names. Hey, V from Cyberpunk is in this. Greetings, visitor. You're more than welcome to sign your name and the date of your visit in this guest book. Once you've done that, we welcome you to explore the library to your heart's content, so long as it isn't after closing. Once you've had your fill, please let yourself out. You'll find a key to the front door on one of the desks in the study. It'd be funny if it actually did let us sign our name to do anything we want. Can't see a thing. Who knew it'd get this dark out? Doesn't look like it's plugged in. Unresponsive. Who dropped the mouse on the floor? Last I remember, I was sitting at home reading a letter from an old friend. But it's the strangest thing now. I can't remember what it was about or who it was that sent it. I also don't remember putting anything in my pocket, but I feel something. Press N to open notebook. Well, I'll do that in a second, game. Let me read this first. Welcome message from all our staff. Welcome. We're glad you're here. The library is located in a picturesque part of Britain, atop a grassy knoll east of Sussex. Many rural townships, obviously bereft of their own libraries, refer their villagers, to the library. It is beloved by all. Here is our vast stock of fiction, non-fiction, poetry, and everything in between. Chat with friendly librarians and employees, and feel free to spend as long as you'd like reading, using our computers, or just spending time here. We always love new visitors. Should you hear any odd knocking in the corners of the building, pay it no mind. The library is on the older side, and the Foundation plays tricks on some visitors' minds. Don't worry, though, it's perfectly safe. Famous last words from the staff. Room 1. You should really clean this place up. Don't lose the trash. What the fuck is this? Room 2. This room makes me wish I had someone to vent to. Room 3. I think I'm cracking under the strain. I had the strangest inclination to walk straight into a wall. Room 4. There's a secret path in the dark. Room 5. Art can be really illuminating. What room, though? I think that's actually over here. Or not. Right here? Ring ring, hello?
Hello. Welcome to the Library of Ouroboros. We're glad that you've decided to visit our humble institution. Hopefully, you'll find what it is you're looking for. Please be informed that the library is closing. Since most of our staff are currently away, please lock the door on the way out. We hope you've enjoyed your visit.
I don't know if I have an inventory. Hold on. Interact, open notebook, flash it. No, I don't. Handle turns, but I can't open it. Key. Now I remember part of this room, like the front desk. This can't be right.
Hello. We'd like to inform you that the library is now closed. Note that it is unlawful to remain on the premises after closing. This is your one and only warning.
I guess the key that I got was for the front door. I just came from here, didn't I? I can't pick it up. That is like an instant crouch. Very mature. The librarian is displeased. Act uncouthly with a printer. Oh yeah, this is familiar. Alright. Bernice, found closely by the librarian. Bernice is breathless. With exacerbating slightly excited, and the librarian's expression is unreadable, as per usual. But my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. But shall we require to the living room if we speak of such unpleasantness about your husband? Bernice's face breaks suddenly into a grin. She grabs the librarian's hand, taking him to the couch beside her. You just find that if you're here to stay, I want to hear some of those secrets you keep talking about. You can't play me for the fool forever. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm hiccuping. Librarian, I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. Why would you care? Why'd you care to hear how I can stop a human heart but with a word? Goodness, that sounds dangerous. It most certainly is. I wish to hear it, and of course you shall. Leans close to Bernice, who closes her eyes as if expecting a kiss, but the librarian leans past her, whispering something in her ear. Bernice's eyes wide open, she gives a single jerk, a strangled groan, and goes limp, sliding off the couch. Too curious for her own good. Stands reaching in one of his pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring. Taking a cursory look around the living room, the librarian eventually focuses on a single point on the opposite side. The librarian crosses the floor, leaves his item, turns to leave. As he does so, the scene darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. It is fixed on the small black case, which the librarian has decided to leave, sitting atop the minister's writing desk. Yeah, this one there's a lot of reading. I mean, it's a library, so it makes sense. Very early in my professorship, a student came to my office one spring afternoon with a stack of papers in her arms. She's like, having strange dreams of a place stretching forward and backward. I think I read this already. I think this was in the demo. Ouroboros Library, or Library of Ouroboros. Wasn't clear. Told her common knowledge about the symbol. I'm not gonna read all of this. Like, I'll just skim through it. I'm not reading it all out loud. It's too old. Modern electricity computers. Oh, if anything in recent times has stemmed from that idea. Yes, I had, especially your drawings behind. So the conversation shook me. odd air of ominousness, like looking at the facade of a dark building. Yet when I went home, evening, brought the drawings, couldn't help but look more into what we discussed, that library of Ouroboros. Largely fruitless, found many sites, articles. Not repeat the website's the name or my steps to arrive there. Find that I can't think of anything else when you're sleeping. Kind of waking nightmare arrived. Too curious for their own good. Rich in black secrets, rich in dark ideas, lost the time. Fortunate died, truly lucky to become the most unfortunate. Not becoming a permanent, perpetually screaming to stay in the face of space-time forever. Jesus Christ. None of have left it unscathed. There are forbidden tomes that would prevent you from breathing should you merely touch them. And the tenders are just beyond sound. You searched enough, this is your final warning. Slept fitfully, dreams beset. Four words on the walls, watching me every exit. Another room. One last thing, I've since tried to find the student who first contacted me to tell her what I learned. My hope was that I might be able to put her mind at ease. Please commiserate, but I haven't been able to find her. In fact, since the day she visited my office, her roommates hadn't seen her. I fear I might be next. Too smuggled to be smudged to be legible. Smuggled. Okay then. Scribbles, there's not a real word on this page. The note is largely obscured by blood. You can make out only a handful of words. And one of the dustier books fell apart in my hands. There were these arcane scribbles, feels. After I threw it away, still not quite right, like something's watching. There we go. Clean up, clean up. Begin your fruitless task. Start cleaning up the library. I hope I didn't, like, glitch it. Oh. I know, there we go. Damn it. Why does this one not want to go in? There we go. I had to look for a second there. That looked like a grandfather clock, and then I saw it move. Not plugged in, still sparking. Strange. Not working. Is it cold in here, though, is the thing. Not looking any better. I'm still throwing these in the trash. I don't care. This place is filthy. Kind slumber. I've been driving for miles. This night I'm tired. So tired. Been on the road for what feels like days. Don't like this constant moving, never have, but it wasn't this bad when I was younger. Could sleep in the car while my parents drove. Now I don't have anybody to drive me to. Let me get caught up. Black Library. By her old house. They went in, never came out. They're why I can't sleep. Their book. What I learned without trying as I opened the dusty thing? Saved as used as I cleaned out what remained of the attic. Didn't even mean to, and yet here we are. There have been no other cars for hours. This dark stretch of road, my truck, all I've known as I drive along, a halo of red and blue neon forms my windshield, bashing in the dark, a tiny diner. Not hungry, not thirsty, just tired, but all the same, I take the exit as it comes up, pulling into the parking lot between the beat-up jalopy and a truck that looks a lot like mine. I hardly feel the cold outside. I hardly feel anything. It's like being trapped in somebody else's body. Things don't feel like they fit right on my muscles anymore. The diner's just as cold as the outdoors and hardly more inviting. The distressed red pleather of a bunch of booths that should have been trashed years ago. Dirty tables, floors buffed into a mockery of cleanliness. Empty for a man in a heavy coat in one corner and a waitress in the other. The man is standing, the waitress is also standing. They look like prize fighters about to square off. Or they would if they were looking at each other. Instead, I can't see that man's face for his collar and hat, and the woman is looking at me. Fuck. Seat, sir. I nod. Rough weather out, she says, trying to smile as I take my seat. I can tell I could look terrible. Do you know a place where I can get some shut-eye? Yes, almost without realizing it. I can't sleep, but maybe I can still try. Not a motel for miles. You can sleep at your table if you want, though. You don't even have to order anything. Thank you. I set my head down on the table and my eyes don't shut. That black knowledge slithered its way from those stained pages and into my brain, and now it grips my eyelids, forcing them open. The diner is sideways. I'm like this for a few minutes, and there's someone else standing sideways in front of me, that man in that coat. His face is a dark red mask, sleep deprivation. Tired, buddy? I nod. The table is cold against my numb face. Think we can help each other. He reaches toward my face, laying a hand on my cheek. There's a flicker of feeling of warmth that comes through the fog that swallowed up my head for days. As he withdraws his hand, I see a strip of ragged flesh in it, which he brings to his face. When he lifts his hand again, the flesh is gone. Thanks, buddy. May I take the rest? I nod. The table is cold against my face. As I finish nodding, he turns my head roughly and grabs at it, pulling away another strip of red. There's feeling. The tiredness becomes more pronounced. He doesn't ask anymore, just takes. Each time his hand comes down, a little part of me leaves, but at that point I don't much care. Take it all. I'd like to rest. The table has turned red, like the seats around us. Time passes. Feeling is gone. Sleep. The man in the coat takes down his collar, and I see my face looking down at me. Tired. He reaches down into my pocket, fishes out my keys. Rest easy, buddy, he says, and something else that I don't hear. He's gone. It all is. Creepy. Gotta do more cleanup. Yeah, what if we show this monster that we care about cleanliness? Maybe he'll give us a job instead of ripping our face off. I can't help but feel as if I stand before the precipice of some terrible reality. Left one room, only to come right back to it. Shame there's no place to go but straight ahead. I've hidden a few tools in this room in case the path ahead isn't what I hope it is. If they're not here anymore, then good news. The path ahead, at least immediately, is probably safe. Zero chance of any hostile entities. If they're still here, though, well, I hope they're useful to you. To you? To you. Should be T-O-O. You're going to need all the help you can get. V. It's a shame this is what happens to V after Cyberpunk. Up. 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 Hold on. Come on. I can't just drop it, can I? No. There we go. Can't pick up the stapler. Wait, there isn't a trash can in the other room, is there? Nah. I gotta do it. I can't not do it. I don't think there's an achievement for putting all of the crumbled up papers in here. Nope. But who knows, maybe there's more. Like right here? Is this it? Yeah. I did miss one. Nope. Unless there's more is this a crumbled up paper? It is. Committed to the craft, what can I say? Oh, it is following me. Same chair from earlier, isn't it? Something about this plant feels wrong. Oh! Oh, that's a plant. I thought that was a spider for a second. Why is there a plant in there, though? Is that a spider? No, it's still a plant. Alright, so this guy mentioned tools. I don't see any tools, though. Oh. Window's locked, but it gives a little when I push on it. I need some way to remove the padlock. Wasn't there... Yeah. Well, I have the... I found and picked up the screwdriver. Vent? Oh, the vent. Forbidden knowledge. Terrible knowledge. Find a piece of that which will seal your fate. Won't budge. Okay, what can I interact with that I can use the screwdriver on? Is it just me or did that turn over? Yeah, I read this already. And this. I can't pick up the pen. Can't do anything with the camera. Wait, it's not E, is it? No. Oh, maybe I have to find more than one. So it's not just the screwdriver I needed to find. I think I need to find other stuff. Because he did use the plural, tools. And it should be in this room in particular. Oh yeah, there is another trash can in here. They could also be on the bookcase. I don't see anything else that would be considered a tool. Yeah, all I have is a screwdriver. I wanted to pick up the stapler, but it's not a tool. I haven't found anything that would indicate numbers. Yeah, it's just a standard padlock. The papers didn't have anything on them. That moved again. I found a knowledge cube. Well, that's what I used the screwdriver on. Maybe I need to find more of them? Are there any more vents? There's that, but I can't do anything with it. Said more tools in this room, but I haven't... found anything yet. Alright, I'm getting to that point where I'm just outright stumped. Yeah, there's no other vents that I can use the screwdriver on. Did he say anything else? He only said tools. He didn't say how many, but it's plural, so it's more than one. Yeah, I'm definitely stumped at this point. I haven't found a Hang on. Is there anything new in here? Oh yeah, there is. Is this like giving you a hint to what you need to do? You should really clean this place up, don't lose the trash. I think I did what room 1 told me to do. I had someone to vent to. I did the screwdriver portion. I think I am cracking under the strain. So this was room 1. Room 2. Room 3. I think I'm cracking. Wait, where was the vent at? I had the strangest inclination to walk straight into a wall. Hug the wall, I guess. I don't know, I'm assuming that it was just giving me a hint. Like, I can't pick up any more trash or anything like that. Wait, what? Oh. I had the strangest urge to walk into a wall. Need to head out, but thanks for the stream. Okay, Azu. It was nice seeing you again. I hope you have a good night. Happy Halloween. I don't see any numbers or anything like that. I can't interact. Wait, illuminating. Maybe I gotta turn on all of the lamp lights that I can. That's probably it. That's what it said in the notebook, right? For one of them. Art can be really illuminating, yeah. So that's the only thing I can think of is to just turn on all the lights that I can turn on. Is there a lamp on the desk? There also might be something under here? Nah. No, unless I'm missing a lamp that I don't know about. I might have to look this up. I think there's at least... Oh! Oh, I completely forgot I had a flashlight. So art can be very illuminating. So I guess maybe it didn't have to do with turning on the lamps. Maybe I had to turn on my flashlight. Oh. Where do you work out? At the library. It's just a note. Okay, so I guess I point my flashlight at one of the paintings on the wall. There was only 2 paintings on the wall, though. Private. Yeah, if I can't figure this out in the next 10 minutes, I think I might just shelve it because it's almost the 4-hour mark and I barely made any progress on this. Like, I think this is supposed to be giving me hints, but a crack in the wall. Like, there was a crack in the wall out here, but I can't get to it. Hold on, let me make sure the keybinds are right. Yeah, open notebook, interact, left mouse button, yeah. That's only if the thing comes up anyway. Yeah, there's a crack in the wall over there. But I can't get to it. There's a crack in the wall right here, too. But I can't do anything with this at all. Well, I got over here, but I can't do anything with this. I don't think this was intended. I think I'm stuck. Yeah, I think I'm stuck. I actually soft-locked myself.
Hello. We'd like to inform you that the library is now closed. Note that it is unlawful to remain on the premises after closing. This is your one and only warning.
Okay, so where was the screwdriver? The screwdriver was by the computer. Yeah, I'm stuck at the same part. Alright, yeah, I think I might just stop playing this. This has been an hour and I've barely been able to do anything. Maybe at some point I'll figure it out on my own time. I tried to do all the cleanup. That didn't activate anything either. I actually thought that's what they were hinting at. Maybe I should have thrown the pieces in here. I don't know. Yeah, because you can't do anything with it outside of that. Like, you can't you can't fold out the paper and read it. Like, I haven't found any There's no way that it's literally just 1, 2, 3, 4, right? No. Is there 2 staplers on the ground now? Yeah, nothing. Well, I didn't get this, but I still think nothing's gonna activate. Nope. Yeah, good God, I can't figure this out. I might try it on my own time, though, because I'm still very curious. The demo would still seem very promising. This, however, is way more abstract. There was no number in this, was there? Probably has to do with finding the right number. Hang on. Those spelling errors are intentional. 4102. I'm a fucking idiot.
Ample warning. You proceed, we threaten. Continue on your current path, and they will find nothing left of your head. We swear it. For the last and final time, go back from whence you came.
I don't know if that puzzle was genius or prickish. Like, I wouldn't have even thought that those spelling errors were intentional. I mean, I did think of it eventually, but... Alright, I'm gonna keep going. I'll keep going past the 4-hour mark. I mean, I still don't have work tonight, so... Something about this room is even worse than the last ones. Before, there might have been an odd feeling in the air, a certain untraceable scent. But at least felt like somewhere people had been. Here, something's definitely wrong. I can hear something deeper in this room. Barely perceptible, crying out in pain. Here goes nothing. This room's massive. Yusuf rightly sees your pathetic writhing. Minister spits up blood. You here to taunt me or to end the charade? Go on. Go on. You ruined my life, destroyed all I love, sever what remains. Damn you. Come now, Minister. Is there any need for this melodrama? Kill me, damn you. Kill me. Are you pleading for mercy, I swear, or trying... Or, I wonder, or trying to salvage the last of your prize? Doesn't matter. Your reasoning is flawed. What are you... His words lost in a bloody coughing fit. Consider it. Your ties to this world are severed. All earthly connections gone. Had I wanted to kill you, I could simply have stepped into your estate and placed that saber between your shoulder blades. Yet even now, you're still breathing. Wounds are lethal. Should I say, not lethal enough for our sake. Our? What the devil are you talking about? Forgive me, Minister, but I'm afraid I've misled you. You see, this was never about vengeance. When I met you on your return from City Hall 3 weeks ago. It was only a few hours after my first visit to the city. What? Then that tale about the librarian that I put out of business? A very flimsy lie, I'm afraid. Really, I'm quite amazed you didn't see through it. Oh, and since the truth is coming out in the open, it should be said that the odds were insurmountable from the start. You were never just fighting an individual. I knew it. That maid will hang. That maid is dead already. A half-hearted turncoat is of no use to me. Actually, that is exactly the truth that should come out, Minister. For you see, there is no such thing as me. It never was. There is only us. Minister is silent, his mouth hanging open in shocked awe. A madman. Wrong, my friend. Neither mad nor a man. Nor are we here, as you so delightfully put it, to sever you. Quite the contrary, in fact. We want you to join us. We are always in need of fresh, strong minds. Your impeccable business sense and your knack for keeping it from ever sullying your spotless, smiling public face has proven that you have exactly that. My God, get back. Your God is dead, or asleep, or else he is somewhere out of hearing, or else he does not listen at all. No, no, Minister, my friend, you cannot choose between him and us. The only choice is to come to us willingly, or for us to take you. Minister's hand darts into his coat, past his saber, withdraws my pistol, and make my own options. Fires straight at the librarian's heart, perfect shot, but when the smoke finally clears, the librarian still stands. Casually, he reaches up to brush the pistol shot from his overcoat. Regrettably, it seems you forfeited your right to choose. The scene darkens as the minister gives a strangled, agonizing scream. When the light returns, the minister stands alone. It is only him, the saber, and the bloodstained lion. Librarian, get comfortable, Minister. We'll be spending a lot of time together. Doomed. Read both play excerpts. Whoa. Didn't notice that before. It was up pretty damn high. Oh, hello there. On the failures, word has it that those who pass the librarian's tests are granted knowledge beyond the kin of any other. But you want to know about those who failed. Each fate is as miserable as the next, but very well. Some few are allowed to retain their sentience but lose all mobility. Their spirits are torn from their bodies, with the latter being cast away. The librarian takes these spirits and compresses them. That's right, those tomes you've seen lining this place, those books you've ignored. Many of them were once like you, poor fools lost in a foreign place. Word has it that those who pass the librarian... Oh, I didn't click yet. Then there are the husks. Shambling bodies that move without direction through the library's infinite halls, searching for heads that have long since been taken from them. Are their souls still here? Locked away in some dark forgotten keep? Potentially, but they will search for them forever. These fates are equally terrible, forever trapped in place, forever cursed to wander. But there is one worse than both. Especially poignant failures? Those that attract the librarian's knowledge but fail in the end are given especially poignant punishments. Some say that in the library's deepest depths, the walls shudder and shake and pulsate with life that should have died long ago. Some say that these walls are formed and those are promising few or not prove themselves. Is there any egress from this place in death or otherwise? Perhaps, perhaps not, but I'll certainly never see it. I thought something was moving for a second there. Oh, here we are.
Like a beetle in an antline's trap, you flail your way deeper. It is gratifying to watch you wriggle your way to your doom. We so rarely have new visitors. Perhaps we won't spatter you across these walls. Perhaps we'll allow you to stay, join the others. It is what you want, is it not?
Made it to this room and I'm not going any further. Caught a glimpse of him, bastard that's been talking in my ear. Was wearing a dark cloak so I couldn't see much more than his figure. Shape of his head wasn't human, makes sense. Can't stop capitalizing his name. Psychosomatic? Or did he do something to me? No, I won't be able to stay here forever. I know he's waiting for me. Just a little beyond the door on the other side of the room. Looks like I've got a date with this crevasse. Anything's preferable to what I think he's got in mind for me. If you're reading this, you should probably join me down here. Whatever's ahead won't be pretty. This image makes me feel like I missed someone. Never been one for modern art. An optimistic painting for a place like this. Never trust a skeleton. You wouldn't even been here had you not been so damn curious. Only caught a letter from a friend and then you woke up here, yeah? Nothing you did? I know better. You searched for the library at home. Actively tried to be ensconced by the pull of black knowledge and forgotten places on the internet in the dusty cabinets of the world. You were looking for something. Both know why. It was all because of that letter, but this isn't... But it isn't just guilt that moves you. It's that hungry feeling, that desperate wish to know all there is before the grave wraps its gnarled hands around your legs and pulls. Though mine has been lost to the ages, I can sense your heart beating. In fact, everything in and around the library can. Poor stupid bastard, if you recognize what forces you've got caught the attention of, I think you'd go the way before you did. The one before you did. There was a door here. It's gone now. Sorry. Something about this room is unnatural. He was old as... I don't like it. Okay. I'm reading something here. He was old as sin, perhaps older. Had lived for a long time. Hold on. I still have my notepad out. Over his many years, he had accumulated much wealth, knowledge, fond memories, but nothing to stop the onset of time. As he walked the dark halls of his mansion, as he paced in the dark, as he worried away his time in his study, something continued along, tearing at his flesh, bending his brittle bones. On the hands of the clock, peeled his organs away from his body, one by one, until his waning strength finally failed him. He was found slumped in his chair, surrounded by books bearing unidentifiable sigils. In the end, they had not saved him. Fire tablet. Hang on. He was Sin in her middle age. I don't know, it might be relevant because it's outlined in red. She had little to do and so gained a fascination with the old radio in her attic. It was a relic from her childhood and it had never worked properly. As she waned in the seclusion of her home, a desire to see it working again overtook her. Her curiosity matching her seclusive nature in equal parts, she plumbed knowledge in the dark recess of her attic, building capacitors and vacuum tubes, twisting metal and wires. In the end, the radio sang. It had been more radio than should have been. Flames spouted from the speakers, from wires, from the shouted glass tubes. The fire ate up everything it touched. She was reduced to a blackened skeleton. Oh, alright. Clock tablet. For her, it was fire tablet. 4? Why did I type? Oh, there. Snake tablet. He was only a child. Left alone for too long, as children are wont to do, he went off in the high grassy hills above the apartment complex he called home. The tall grass came almost to his chin, tickling his nose when he stepped forward. The freedom normally kept from him was finally his, and it was magical in its way. So deeply enthralled with the hills, the grass, the view of town, was that he did not think to listen for the rustling of grass. When the snake's fangs sank into his young flesh, they met no resistance. His body was found days later, huddled in a ball. Alright, bear tablet. Adulthood. Found her. Bear tablet. When adulthood found her, she found herself desiring solitude more and more frequently. Since her youth, her home had sat at the edge of a vast forest, which her family had warned her against exploring. But on the night of her 30th, I guess, she went alone to finally explore it. The woods were equal parts dark and foreboding, with thin, sickly antlers creating almost a fence of wood. As she weaved between them, she arrived at a derelict cabin abandoned for years. Abstract art? Oh. We have to do this first. Fuck. Can't do it anymore. Oh well. It's like phases of the moon. Snake, I'm guessing it goes from child, bear, middle age, old. I think I'm missing a tablet, though. Oh. It was 16. Alright. So... 16... Teen? Adolescence... 16 when he went driving alone for the first time. His family had kept him from the world. He said as it was more than high time that he went and learned about what was out there. It was less than an hour before he was lost. He hadn't received his license yet, after all. And there were many winding side streets surrounding the small town he called. Oh, it was on the lightless intersection where he met his fate. A pickup hit his sedan without stopping. As his vehicle spun out and rolled into a ditch, the pickup vanished into the night. His head was pulverized by the steering column, turning it into little more than paste. Car. Tablet. Okay, so that was... You take these out. Car should be number 2. So yeah, snake, car, bear, fire, clock. Safe contains a lump of blackened flesh. I just cannot speak right now. Whoa. It's hard to even be surprised anymore. Dark comes crushing down, swallows you whole, swallows you whole. Oh god, the lights go dim, one by one.
You piqued our curiosity. We read your book, discovered that, for a mortal, you're rather... unique. In the same way that a human might consider a primate, you almost remind us of ourselves. Though, of course, we'd never stoop to your level.
Whoa. Cool. There's something sinister about these paintings. That thing in the safe. I think I recognized it. Wait, what safe?
Get out! Get out! Can't you find your way out? You should find your way out soon. You won't want to be there when the light fades in full.
Oh. Okay, then. This does look a little bit different than when we were first here. Need to find the right key. I actually thought that was a key. Ah, here we are. Is it the right key? I can't really interact with anything else. No surprises here. Fuck.
Oh, good. You're finally here. Certainly kept the suspense going. Stay right there. We shall be with you shortly, and once we're there, we'll turn your form into something more palatable. More arms, we think. More legs. The eyes out. Stay right there.
This looks cool. Well, isn't this place a wreck? If I lived someplace as disorganized as here, I think it'd just be a matter of time before I was swallowed up by all the trash. I like the staircases, though. They're a nice touch. You're probably wondering what needs to be done here. I think deep down you already know. Since you're so inclined to play dumb, though, I'll give you a hint. It'd be a lot easier to get around here if you could organize everything somehow. Oop. I'm typing that whole thing out just in case. Okay, so I guess I need to find those. Don't listen to them if you can help it. You and me, we're birds of a feather, I can tell. Better to pull the covers over your head and cover your ears, because you hear something you don't want to. Sit down and let the inevitable wash over you. I take this fate to turning into one of those husks. Gives me shivers. But if you're really hell-bent on rappelling into the lion's gullet, and don't say I didn't warn you. I guess you need all the help you can get. Here's what I have to say. Listen carefully.
You just...
Alright, so 1, you just. 2, fine, nothing.
Fine. Everything is. Can harm. Stop thinking.
Stop thinking. Everything is fine. Nothing can harm you, just stop thinking. So 3 is number 1.
Everything.
So. Oh, so I guess it lights up. Alright. Everything is fine.
Fine. Nothing.
Everything is fine. Nothing can harm.
Can
You just stop thinking.
you stop thinking?
Even in a digital world where things are not meant for mortal eyes lurk. Caught only the slightest glimpse of it, and it was enough. The eyes of the librarian were upon him. From that point and forward, but it was this and that. And worst of all, he could never find the knowledge he sought. Maybe it's better that way. So there's nothing else I can do in this room? I just solve that puzzle? Yeah. The first. Oh. The second. Oh, hi. The fourth. The third. It's not just literally. Ah, there we are. Alright. Joy of the Recluse. Of his 5 fingers, he lost 2. 3 fingers remain. Without the first, he would have been an animal. Without the second, he could no longer condemn. Can't condemn. Without his final 5. Final remaining finger. His hand would look a little strange. Hand looks strange. I'm guessing that means fingers. Yeah, you little bastard, this is what things look like here anyway. I've spent a lot of time in this hellhole, and I'd be willing to bet if you dug up the floorboards anymore, this is what you'd find. Eyes, pulsating flesh, red guts, blood. That's what I think. I think this is all there is. A place like this, without cease, couldn't exist on its own, an empty nothingness. No, if it's going to make up all this space, if it's going to contain so much knowledge, is it so far-fetched that something might have changed in its makeup? Might come alive. Forget it. I can see you already have your own beliefs. Well, maybe you're right, maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't goddamn matter. The room is a trap, must be. Those tables with the notes weren't here until earlier. I can't say when, but I think they came for you. Serves you right, I know you're kind. But if it'll help you get the hell out of my room, well, it's a test too. Christ, I can still see your slack-jawed expression. Fine. Give you not one, but 2 whole hints. Even a damn fool like you should be able to use them. The librarian would like to give you a hand. The librarian. Hands. The flesh in that safe doesn't operate like its predecessor. Is there anything around here that I might be... Oh, God. Glitched it a little bit. Statement 1. Makes him look like some sort of animal. I know more than the others, but I won't tell you. He spent too much time alone thinking that accelerated his downfall. Terrible thing befell that woman he claimed to have loved. It consumed him, consumed his every waking moment, whether or not he had been loved back. The depression lost him his job and his home, turning a sad wreck of a human being into a sadder, hollower thing. His focus, his obsession, never strayed. She was gone from his life, and as far as he was concerned, that was all that mattered. Even when a family member took him in and sheltered him, he all but ignored them. So enwrapped with himself was he. So I'm done down here. Because I can't interact with it anymore. Guess I did it right. I don't think I would have activated if I didn't do it right. Phone. Did the phone thing. Yeah, I still have to find 2 more of those. Oh, it's just always this room now, I guess. We did this. So it's not that. So I guess this. If this place were a mind, it would not be pure. The answer to the path ahead is embedded in a column of red flesh. So one of these, I guess. Is it in this room? Not sure if it's in this room or... Wait. There we are. Whoa. Oh, it flipped. Oh, we're right side up now. This place where a miner would not be pure. It seems pure, but there are cracks, memories of others' misdeeds, evil committed. There are recurring themes in each memory, and one that is alone. The numbers will open your path back. He is very wide-eyed. And his eyes are moving. I love it. Okay, so what was... Recurring themes in each memory. Recurring themes in each memory, one that is alone. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess 8. It's whatever's recurring. One that's left alone. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Just one phone. You little shit, like you hadn't done enough already. Now I'm trapped here. Damn to repeat this shit like a goddamn tape recorder. If you had an ounce of remorse, you'd dash your brains out on the nearest wall. It was never much good at forming connections with people, and this time wasn't any different. That woman who walked into... Wait. Did I read this already? 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 Did I read this already Alright, that one I just did. And I already did this. Oh! But I forgot to pick this up. Alright, so I have all 3 for that one puzzle. Oh. Yeah, so I only have one more. Did that one. Wait. Yeah, the phone puzzle, then there's this. Do I go back in here to get to that one? No. Yeah, how do I get to that one that I was at? I see you. Yeah, this one I just did. I don't know how I get to that other one. Because that one just led to the tentacle one. Oh, maybe it's here. Yeah, this is it. I knew you'd come. Very well, I'll speak. He was always inclined towards solitude, not that he had any choice in the matter. In fact, he had perhaps solitude would not have been a lot. But he was terrible with words, worse than speaking. It wasn't so much a matter of laughter as an expense. It was merely a curiosity, an ingrown, strange thing. Vaguely uncomfortable, but otherwise without note. There was only one exception to this lonely existence. As he aged, he found himself in the possession of an archivist. Surrounded only by dust, dead things, dead words. Though he had grown used to the solitude, he hated it with a burning, quiet passion. Thus, when a graduate student about his age came to plumb the dry and dead things, he forced himself to strike up conversation with her. To his delight, she returned his words, and for the first time in ages, he felt his heart beat a little faster. Alright, I think I'm actually getting to the ending. I'm kind of glad I committed to this. It wouldn't have taken like 2 hours if I wasn't completely brain dead on that first puzzle. He was aware enough to be jealous, though she rebuked his advances, though she suggested the two of them never see each other again. It was, of course, not enough for him. He would come by daily, nightly. When she locked the door, he would continue to bang on it. When she called the police, he still found ways to watch from afar. Until one night, that is, when he watched an unknown foreign shape enter her abode. Though he could only bear the silhouette out, he could tell it was a man, and that was enough to send him into a rage. The authorities arrived too late on scene to save anyone, but the fire was contained. The victims died of smoke inhalation. Somehow they hadn't been able to open the front door. The screwdriver keeping it jammed was no longer at the scene of the crime, of course. An empty road in a desolate place. There was a faint, ephemeral quality to everything. It didn't fill me with confidence. In the back of my head, I felt a thought burn, like a fallen ember from the end of a cigarette. Was I free, or was I still trapped within the library's vast expanse? How could I tell, even if I arrived home, everything was as it had been? How could I know if the librarian's voice wouldn't just be on the other side of every door, of every window, forever? I guess it doesn't matter either way. At the end of everything, I never found what I'd come to the library to gain. Probably because I didn't find all those knowledge cubes. For the rest of my life, I think I'll find myself wondering just what it was that I had missed. Perhaps the failure was a blessing, empty as I find myself left. Perhaps there was something even worse waiting for me if I only looked a little deeper. But I doubt it. That was definitely interesting. Yep, there's more than one ending. Fail to find what you seek. Maybe I'll look for the other endings on my own time. I did not intend to go 5 hours tonight, but it was worth it. Not bad considering it's free. I don't think the, Actually, I'm a little surprised he didn't charge anything for it. Even if it was only like $1 or something. I think, was the prologue the demo? I think the prologue, because the demo was different than what I just played. Yeah, this is the demo from the Haunted PS1 demo disc. I'm not replaying this. I already played it.